Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about Epigo. Epigo is an abstract strategy game that's been coming for iOS for quite a while now. It's finally great to see it on the iPad, and let's take a look and see how it functions on this new digital platform. Epigo is a game for 2 players, and you can play either against human opponents or against the computer. The computer has different difficulty levels. I played the first 2, and definitely the first one is really easy even for new players, as the other ones I'm not completely sure on yet. The purpose of the game is to push the other opponent's tiles off of the board. So you start with 7 tiles that you can arrange in any pattern that you like. The one with the X will be removed in this basic form of the game, and then play will commence. As you can see, I've deployed them how I wish them to be, and then after that I hit the deploy button and I see how my opponent chose to place his tiles. Each turn we will program 3 moves. This means we take one of the numbered tiles and decide which direction we wish that numbered tile to move. When moving, you can push any number of tiles that are your own color, and you can push the opponent's tiles as long as there are less tiles than the number that you're pushing of your own color. If you play the same number as another player in the same slot of your program, those 2 numbers cancel out and neither of those pieces will move. So as you can see here, the game plays out pretty basically, and the design here is really clean and polished and easy to see what's going on. The game does not really need complicated graphics and things like that, and everything here seems to be smooth and functioning well. I played this game on the board, and what I like about the iPad is that it moves pretty quickly, and a lot of the fiddly parts are done for you. As you can see here, carrying out the programs is done without you need to do anything other than just watch it carry out, which is both scary and nice to have. The game features asynchronous online play, which is really great for a head-to-head 2-player game. Also, the nature of programming moves means when you go to take your turn, you may have more to do than you think. If, for example, your opponent has already programmed his moves, then you'll be able to program your moves for that turn, have that turn carry out, and then program your moves for the next turn. This sort of gameplay really fits well with this type of game, and I'm glad to see it implemented in such a great way here. It's a pretty basic game center, and there are not a lot of extra flourishes, but overall what's there works well and is enough to enjoy this head-to-head game. It's important to mention that the basic game is just one way to play the game. There are several variants which are described on the game page as well as in the rulebook that you can try. All of these variants are interesting and definitely add something to the game. Again, it remains a very abstract game, so if abstract head-to-head is not your thing, then you may not enjoy it in that way, but it is important to note that there are definitely very many ways to play. As you can see here, there also are player rankings using ELO, as well as other Game Center features such as achievements and other options like that. As I mentioned, we've known Epigo has been coming for quite a while, since I believe PAX East 2012. It's been great to watch the development and really fun to finally have this abstract game available on iOS. Likewise, we've been following Red Finch Software. They initially did Phantom Leader, and while Phantom Leader is a great game, I felt there was a lot to be desired in terms of the design as well as clarity in the game. Now, Epigo is a much more simple game, and the art design here is perfectly fitting both with the board game as well as something that works well on iOS. I really think sometimes in iOS design, choosing the right game is half the battle, and Epigo was a great game to choose as it fits well onto the platform and really is not held back but actually grows based on the digital environment. I have a few criticisms of the game. I do wish the online system was more robust with more nice options. In terms of the tutorial, I think it went pretty well. I do wish a little more clarity in the rulebook in some areas, such as some of the options that are available when you start a game. But otherwise, everything seems to be pretty clear and pretty functional. Like most abstract games, I don't think Epigo is going to be for every player, but it definitely is well done on iOS, and if you enjoy this game or enjoy tight head-to-head games, this definitely is one to check out.